Alright everyone, we're back. We got the house out of the the auction house, and now we're taking it to deliver it. And, I was considering whether or not I want to continue doing this. And while, I'm just starting out with the video game content, this definitely hasn't been getting a ton of views, but hey, watch what you're doing. But the people who have been watching it seem to be watching it consistently, so I'm going to continue for you guys. And I'm also going to let you know, if you want to see me playing live The Witcher 3 or other stuff, you can all check it out on Twitch. I will be doing it most weeknights, starting anywhere between 5 and 8, depending on how much overtime I have, and sometimes during the weekends. But before we go deliver this thing, oh my gosh, I do not have a Pip-Boy. No, we don't want quest. We want to do something exceedingly important. There we go.
Okay.
What are they doing?
Playing. Overgrown wains, you see. Have you any children, Geralt?
Kinda.
Oh, yes. Forgot witches are sterile.
I mean, not
Don't
biological.
just stare at me. Tell me what brings you.
Oh, well, we might have to play Gwent. Yeah. So, I might cut this out if you guys don't really want to see this, but we gotta, Alright, yeah. I think that's enough.
Shite. Not
Stupid
much
pay-to-win
I detest
game.
more than losing. Well, my congratulations. This card's yours.
Yeah, I'll have to...
Thanks.
I keep forgetting off camera to look and see what kind of cards we've got, and if I want to change up my deck, maybe play a different deck. Alright, so, back to the story after we just whooped that dude in Gwent. Yeah, you know what? I want to hear about this stuff, so I'm going to ask about it.
Fury into a beast. The more I think about it, the more I'm sure it was no run-of-the-mill curse.
This professional curiosity, or nosiness as common as the clap.
Desire to improve. Information could prove useful down the line.
In the future, you under the delusion you'll complete your tasks, live happily ever after.
Remains to be seen.
Got one done.
So for now, admit it. A mage help.
Give you a hint. You're not the only one to fulfill wishes round here.
O'Dim transformed the Ophiri? It was your wish?
Nay. It was my doing alone. But you're right. It was no ordinary curse. Though I'll say no more. A curse I uttered in a moment of rage, with no thought to it actually taking hold.
I do think that was interesting.
Tell me, how'd you meet the Ophiri you turned into a beast?
Aren't you a nosy one?
What's it matter? You like to talk about yourself.
I like the story in the
Did I?
game.
Ophiri was a Dauphin on a voyage through lands unknown, to learn of their cultures and customs. He fell for a lass. As it happened, this woman was already important to me. But at the time, I was now compared to a noble from a foreign land. So her parents promised her hand to the Ophiri, though she loved me. If you'd only seen his feeble attempts at charm. When she asked why he travelled disguised as a common merchant, he said he was like the frog from the fairy tale. One kiss from her, and he turned into a prince.
Alright.
Wanted to be a frog. Became a frog.
Simple enough. Yeah, I don't know about these people he's hanging out with that don't care about houses burning down, people getting beheaded.
Interested? How so? Common carousers and roughnecks. Every last one.
Where'd you dig them up?
Some have been with me ages. Others are gathered on the road. And a few fell with themselves. Their company for drink and sport at least. And ever since I began travelling with them, my old enemies have sat quiet as moles.
I don't know, maybe I'll be able to get his sword. We'll check
First
real
time
quick.
I've seen a saber like that. What's its origin?
A fear. It was
Okay.
a gift.
I've seen one of those. I got one
Any
of those.
soft-armed craven can hang a blade from his belt. Prance about feigning danger. But my saber's a promise. If I reach for it, heads will roll. Mere sight of it quells
I've got
the
heads roll
urge
stuck in my head again.
in the shape as eager to face Olgierd von Everett, the infamous outlaw.
My medallion seems to think it's magic.
It thinks, eh? And I think you've never seen a better weapon.
Alright, so,
Got something for you.
got a
I love
house.
gifts, but I prefer to unwrap them in private. Oi, lads, mind the barrels. Going out for a jabber with Geralt. Come.
Didn't even mention my shades. I mean, I don't know if he really cares about me.
That's better.
Doesn't even notice
Alright.
the things I try to
What do you
do.
have for me?
Max Bersodi's house, as requested.
The papers. Where are they?
Left them in the vault. You wanted the house, you got the house. Never mentioned its contents.
Uh-huh.
You're a quick study. Already as tricky as Odin himself. Keen to ridicule a man. Do you know what I and the company do with your type?
Love you, Geralt.
Dunno. Ask for legal advice? Looks to me like you might need some. You signed the contract, Olgierd. I'm just fulfilling its terms, to the letter. Unhappy? Hell, should have chosen your words more carefully.
Yes.
I mean, I kind of don't like that, but we did what he said,
I
so...
assume you came to an agreement with Horst. Shame. A right horse in that one.
His brother Ewald was worse.
Was?
Horst killed him with his own hands.
I mean, it's like a horse apiece.
It's progress.
Why did you even need those papers?
To sink the Borsodis, naturally. You see, I learned of an interesting clause in old man Maximilian's will. It states that his sons must meet and shake hands in agreement at least once a year at Bellatane. Failing that, the auction house must be auctioned off. The proceeds to go to Vilmeria's hospital.
Guess the old man sensed what might happen.
Aim to deliver those papers to the right hands. Borsodi would have landed in the streets, and the hospital would have gotten the funds it needs to treat orphans and beggars pro bono.
Awfully noble of you, showing so much concern for the needy.
I couldn't give a rat's ass about the needy. Made her with it and disappear along with the city. I wanted one thing. Revenge.
I like this dude a little bit less now.
The Borsodis. What's your gripe? Get kicked out of an auction?
Worse. They evicted me from my home. Are you really interested?
Wouldn't have asked if I wasn't.
I like character development.
Cheeky as ever. My family, they took on some debt. A poor investment in a sawmill. A bad crop one year. A lawsuit lost. You know how it is. When it rains, it pours. We needed but a few weeks to recover. But Horst Borsodi had acquired our debt. All of it. Demanded it be repaid immediately. I pleaded. I begged. I tore open my shirt at his threshold. Ugh. It was like talking to a wall. I went to the auction. Saw those perfumed pricks buy my father's sword. My mother's death mask. My brother's horse tack. Ah, Horst earned a pretty pile selling our mementos.
No surprise the animosity you feel for him.
That was but the start. My Iris's parents learned of my family's misfortune, and our betrothal was no more. They found her another suitor, one from beyond the sea. The anger I felt, I thought I'd gone mad. Went to the tavern, drank a round, a second, abroad, then had another tankard. And then, I asked the wrong bloke for help.
Drunk deals with devils be the worst deals with devils. Yeah.
What happened then?
What happened then? Which
See, look how concerned I am
was
about
one
him.
big stinking pile
Doesn't
of
even
shite.
appreciate me.
You need something.
Nothing more, don't think. I'm off to entertain your brother.
Break a leg. Literally.
Oh, why gotta be like that? Alright, so we gotta figure out how to throw a party for a dead guy.
I've tested the slime samples. I believe I'll be able to brew an antidote.
Good. A pox in an army can prove more ravaging than even their fiercest foe. Your service will be recognized.
What's up,
Wow.
Shawnee?
Will I get a toad-shaped medal?
The army's not got any medal like that.
Geralt? Are you alright? What's that on your face?
Long story.
Oh, my glasses? You noticed. See, she
We're
appreciates me.
conducting important business. Yous can catch up later.
Yes. Right. I'll get to work on the antidote. Shouldn't take long.
Tasty number, that medic. Not like a scholar at all.
Dude, smart girls are hot. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, seriously.
So, think learned women are ugly as a rule?
Well, it's lucky they've brains, because they've not got beauty. Is that right, lads?
Oh, aye. Mutts, all of them. Hideous things. Wouldn't touch one with a 10L pole.
But this lass is different. Exceptional.
You're a lucky bastard, Witcher. We've seen her making eyes at you. Not like she looks at us. Isn't that right?
Maybe that's because you think smart
Admit it.
girls are ugly.
You fancy it too, eh?
Yeah, none of your
Sorry,
business.
none of your business.
Come on. There's some kind of secret. You embarrassed? She's quite fetching, and you're, well, none too handsome, but a witcher. Lasses like your type.
Dude, did you see my glasses?
So, you fancy her or not?
I mean, she is a beautiful woman, I'll
It'd
say
take a
that,
blind
but
man to shrug and turn away.
Too true. Meantime, you witches have got
Triss is my girl, though.
sharp senses.
Here's the medicine. It's a strong solution, so careful with the dosage. Each patient gets exactly 2 drops after meals, 3 times a day. At the most, in 3-4 days, the infection should recede.
I thank you. In Redania's glorious name.
Serving the Redanian cause now?
I serve individuals. I treat them. That they're Redanians is coincidental. I'd help Nilfgaardians as well were I in a position to. Kedwenis, Edirnian, elves, dwarves, halflings, the same. Come on, Geralt. You know me.
yeah.
Aside
I don't
from
really remember you
visiting
that
the
well, but
sewers,
let's find out where
we
you've
last saw
been.
each other. Must have been in Vizima.
Yes. Yes. When it was ravaged by the Catriona.
Feels like a century ago. Where have you been? What have you been doing since?
Well, I left Vizima and returned to Oxenfurt, proceeded to finish my doctorate, and then opened a practice. Shortly thereafter, war broke out, and I was press-ganged into the Redanian Medical Corps.
Yeah, classic Radovid.
Can't complain, really. I've lived at home since the fighting subsided, resumed my practice, and simply treat the ill. Though I must always be ready, for at any time the Redanians might knock with some painfully urgent...
Who wants to hear a song about press gangs and infanticide? Yay! Sorry, one of my favorite moments from The Simpsons. I'm a big Decemberist fan, so if you have no idea what I'm talking about, you're probably like, what? But anyways.
Shani, I need your help this time.
I'd guess this wasn't a social call. All right. Tell me what you need. Is it at all related to that mark on your face? Ah, and you must tell me what happened in the
It was the
sewers.
mark she was talking about, not my glasses? Gosh. Yeah, I want to go for 15 minutes, go on and on.
Where do we
Well,
start?
let's see here.
Alright. Monster in the sewers turned out to be a giant toad, and this toad was actually a prince, and Ophiri wanted that.
And I'm a Kaviri Duchess.
It's the truth, uncolored, I swear. When I killed the toad, some Ophiri soldiers led by a mage showed up, captured me. Man named Gontaro Dim freed me.
Who's this?
The devil? Could it be,
Could be a
Satan?
mage, a demon, or a djinn.
You don't know?
He's very powerful. That's all I need to know. He helped me out of a bind. And now he expects me to fulfill some nobleman's wishes in return. First one's to summon the ghost of his brother, then show him the time of his life.
Amuse a ghost? How do you intend to do that?
Not my chief concern at the moment. Gotta find his grave and summon him first, then we'll see.
But that's necromancy. It's extraordinarily risky and involves higher magic.
Odim told me how to do it. No sorcerers or necromancy involved. Gave me this. Concoction that summons ghosts. I'll need a censer too.
No, that can be arranged. They keep one in a storehouse at the academy. I can fetch it for you.
Thanks.
Don't mention it. But I still don't like this.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Neither do I.
maybe it's a
but
friendly
I don't really
ghost.
have any options. Gotta summon that ghost.
I understand. Whose ghost is it?
Olgierd von Everek's brother.
Von Everett. In my third year at Oxenfoot, we had to choose an elective. My options were Pearls of Wisdom from the Hierarchs, or Famous Redanian Dynasties. I chose the latter. Here it is. Von Igrid, Von Estiken, Von Everett. It says Olgierd had a brother named Vladimir. He lies in the family crypt near their manor.
Thanks. Knew I could count on you. I'm off.
The crypt's described as quite a work of art. I'd love to see it. Why don't I bring the censer? We can meet at the entrance.
So I'm kind of hoping that, like, he'll fall in love with a girl and there'll be a little dance at the end and... Alright, there we go. I was like, how do I get out of this place? Yeah, the Witchers managed to make some pretty interesting stories out of some stuff that seemed like it was going to be pretty mundane. And this quest already has my interest peaked before we've even seen where it's going to go with it, so...
Never seen this side of you.
What side is that?
How do I put this? Your romantic side? Used to seeing you surrounded by bandages and medicine vials, often covered in blood.
That's because you usually come round while I'm at work. Off duty now. Waiting for you, weaving a garland for the wedding.
Didn't know you were getting
I
married.
was like, we're going to have like a maypole for the
mine,
dead guy and dance around?
My friends. This garland's not for me. Speaking of which, would you go with me?
Oh boy. Yeah, just because we go and be her friend doesn't mean that, you know...
Sure,
you know.
why not?
Wonderful. So, it's a date.
Remember to bring the censer?
Of course. Some soldiers nearly caught me slipping it into my satchel. Wasn't sure what you needed it for, so I also took a mix of amber, aniseed, and juniper. All rather smoky when lit.
Thanks. Might come in handy.
Shall we?
I don't really like anise, but I like pizzelles. I don't know.
Let's go.
I can't stand black licorice, but...
This is impressive.
Yeah, too bad it's falling apart.
The family hit on hard times. No coin to splurge on.
It's really nice finally having a graphics card that can actually run this game.
That looks just a little too creepy for me.
Don't have to come if you don't want. Wait here.
I like that idea.
This is no crypt. It's a full-blown mausoleum.
So what are we gonna fight? Yep. Shields on double front. Oh boy, couple of them. that's not the ghost we gotta throw a party for. So... Alright, back up. Let's get the shields back on. Ow, ow. Alright, let's get some, trap. There we go. Nice.
Last of the surprises? Sure hope so. Should look around.
Alright, let's get some stuff, and then Witcher Sense activates. Yeah, I figured this big thing in the center is probably
Fire.
something.
Lit in honor of the dead. Old custom.
So...
Vote of fire.
Yeah.
Lit in honor of the
So
dead.
can I light it?
Custom.
Crown.
Honoratina, loving wife of Kestatis, died in 1257.
That's true. I guess I gotta find the guy that I'm looking for.
Probably shouldn't touch that.
Alright, but what about the inscription?
Vladimir von Everek.
There we go.
Son of Bohumil and Christina. There you are. Now for the ritual. Gotta spread the incense throughout the crypt. Every room.
Alright. Prepare. What? Alright, so...
Life and death, fire and blood. Arise as a friend, for I am no foe.
Interesting.
Return and walk midst the living, ye who have departed.
Alright, so...
Arise as a friend, for I am no foe.
Yeah, I want to throw you a party, dude.
Return and walk midst the living, ye who have departed.
Why are all these coins, like, just sitting around
Arise
in
as
the
a
crypt?
friend, for I am no foe.
Alright. So, is that everything? Okay, up here.
Arise from the dust, ye whose blood I have brought. Life and death, fire and blood.
Time to light the votive fire.
Alright. Alright, come on, girl.
Fire and blood, life and death.
I summon ye, whose blood I have brought.
Oh,
Fire and blood, life and death.
You have summoned me, stranger. Why?
Name's
go
Geralt.
have a couple beers, you
To
know.
wake the ghost of Vladimir von Everek.
Who you are, and why you've come matter little. For you'll not leave this place alive.
Are you Vlad's ghost?
Who asks after my grandson?
It matters not, Honoratina. What I wonder is how this mortal obtained the family's blood. For von Everek's rise only for von Everek blood.
True. Yet to my knowledge, only one of our line yet lives. Olgierd.
Then we converse with the man who spilled the blood of your grandson, Kestatis.
Mean none of you are Vladimir? It's Olgierd, his brother, who sent me.
You will meet Vlad soon enough. Yet Olgierd, you will never see again.
Man. Alright, so... That's not good.
Von Everek's.
For Olgierd's blood.
Yeah, he did! Alright, so let's get out of the way. Set up a trap. Bam. Alright.
I'll suck the life out of you.
Try to get these people one at a time if we can. Bring them back this way. See how my... Oh, went right into him. There, we got one down. Oh, getting beat up a little bit. Oh, no! No! Alright, let's take some swallow. Oh, dude, it disappeared. Alright. So what did that accomplish?
My. Ornery whoresons those Von Evericks, eh?
Who are you?
The rogue you seek. Vladimir Von Everec.
I like this guy.
Brother to Olgierd. Forgot I cannot even scratch my stones. Though in point of fact, they've not itched much since I died.
Didn't want to fight your family.
That's a euphemism for testicles.
I'm dead, not blind.
Unless he's got like pet
I
rocks.
preferred to see how you'd handle those snobby pricks. And grandmum too. Besides, what harm
Yeah,
could
sorry,
you do them?
killed your grandma
They're dead as it is.
again. Yeah, this would be me as a ghost, like showing off, just popping around back and forth.
Now tell me how you came into Olgierd's blood. If you hurt him, I fear I shall have to kill you.
Got it from a mutual acquaintance of mine and Olgierd's. I'm here on important business.
I'm a swiving corpse, with no interest in important matters, yours or any other buggers. The sole thing I miss is feasting, corporal diversion, so to speak.
Lucky for you,
Alas.
that's the plan. And just...
Get a lot of visitors?
At times, not often. For when someone does drop by, the whole band comes out to play.
Fun-loving family.
True. We're famed for our love of revelry and rumbles. We Von Evericks have brawled and raided for generations. It's tradition.
Tradition.
Naturally, with raids comes loot. So we always had the means to celebrate.
Am I gonna have to spend money on this?
lavishly. Towards the end of my life was when things went sour. But no point poking at old wounds. Just days before I died, my brother claimed he'd found a way to dig us out, restore our state.
Well, lucky
Your
enough.
brother sent me.
How is the old rogue? What I wouldn't give to ride by his side again.
No chance of that happening. Could experience something else, though. Something a corpse should find interesting.
Interesting? Out with it. What do you have in mind?
Yeah, I kind of want to
Don't mean to pry.
know
but
this stuff, but...
Just a little curious how you
And I really don't know what I have in mind.
No need to be shy. Folk love such stories. I'd love this one too, were it not to end with my death.
I would put a damper on
So
it.
how'd it happen?
On raids, it was our custom to storm the alderman's hut and then order the local clods to bring us kegs of spirit. And provide willing wenches to squeeze and churn about. Then, sadly, an ambush. Outmanned 5-1, we were overwhelmed. They killed me, crushed my skull like an eggshell between an upturned oak table and the stone floor.
Wow. Yeah, I guess we'll ask
Listen,
about the brother.
Feels like I should know Olgierd better. Tell me something about him.
Oh, a fantastic chap. A true cavalier. You won't find another like him in all Redania. The best there is for a drink or a brawl. We were pups when we started riding out on raids. Wet behind the ears. Borderland villagers shat their trousers at the very sound of the word Olgierd. I was his second in command, leading a band of rogues who'd ride through fire for us.
Sound like common bandits. Any difference?
Us? Bandits? Watch your words. True, some of our swordsmen were mindless brawlers, but not Olgierd. Always curious, took an interest in all things. He devoured books, adored paintings, and loved the most beautiful maid in the world.
Alright, so what do we got to do here?
Olgierd gave me a job. Odd as it may sound, I need to show you the time of your life.
Is that so? Now that, sir, is a brother. I've been dead for years, yet he still looks after me, after my spirits. How much time do we have?
Think one night should do the trick?
Splendid. Wait just a moment while I hoist my saber and... What the blistering devils?
You're a ghost. Can't grab things.
I keep forgetting. But how am I to revel and rock and fuck? Can't lift a tankard to my lips. Can't wield a saber. Can't squeeze a wench as we dance a jig.
Guess you'll have to do without. Let's go.
I will go nowhere.
Yeah, how is this gonna work?
You're to see I enjoy myself, correct? Well, then think of a way to make it possible.
Oh, bother.
Revive my flesh.
No can do. Besides, body's probably decomposed.
Then bloody come up with another way. I'll not go anywhere in this state.
Oh, I was worried about that. Oh, I don't want to...
Come on, we're wasting time.
This isn't gonna work, but...
I'm not to waste time. Sir, time is all I've left.
You this big a pain in the ass when you were alive, too?
Do not anger me, boy. If I've but one night, I want to revel properly, not watch others enjoy themselves.
So what do you propose?
I've an idea.
Oh no, not gonna happen.
Oh, yes. Yes, it is.
Yep, here we go. Time to party. Gonna
Geralt, wake up.
mold some clay.
Guys, where are the smelling salts?
Death was a small price to pay to lie on a lap so lovely. And so near the wonders concealed a bit higher.
Have you gone mad?
Yes, as soon as I laid eyes on
boy.
you, promise to stay and stroke my chin, and I shall spend the rest of eternity in a hound's body, trotting along by your well-turned calves.
Geralt,
I should,
what's happened to you?
Geralt, I'm Vladimir.
try that line.
What?
Wow.
Blast. Fine, give me a moment. Yeah, definitely don't like being possessed.
You'd not have fainted had you not resisted so fiercely.
Geralt, care to explain what's going on here?
Sorry about that, Shani. That wasn't me.
So who was it?
Me?
Shut up.
I didn't say anything.
Sorry, wasn't talking to you.
Who to then?
Well, to him. To Vladimir.
Geralt, there's no one else here.
Seems your lovely
Interesting.
maiden friend can neither see nor hear me. There's potential in that.
Oh boy. Yeah, I don't want you messing with my bud.
Ah, is that a name? Lovely. A perfect name for a perfect lass.
You're testing my patience.
As you are mine. Can you please explain what's going on here?
Oh, fiery. Temperament matches the drapes.
Listen, I'm supposed to show Vladimir von Everec the time of his life. Turned out, he's a ghost. So, willing or not, I gotta lend him my body.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you're possessed?
Not at the moment. Just now he's standing next to me.
Possessed-ish.
View. But off and on, he'll enter my body. So anything I say or do will actually be him. His mind, his intent.
What if I want to talk to you, not him?
Well, she should approach me and ask me to jump out for a bit.
Just come up and ask him to leave for a while.
I see.
This is fantastic.
Splendid.
Right then, Sugar Plum. What say we leave this dank crypt? There's a charming grove nearby where kisses taste sweeter than anywhere else in the world.
I take it you're Vladimir now. Doesn't seem like I'll have
Seems like a
trouble
really
telling
good
you apart
excuse.
from Geralt.
My sentiments.
This is interesting.
Exactly. Between you and me, this Witcher fellow is an awful bore.
Only sometimes.
Ha! Seems we're kindred spirits. So, off to the nearest hedgerow.
I'm afraid I have to turn you down, dear ghost.
A shame. In that case, point me to the nearest brothel.
I've got a better idea. Just before Geralt entered the crypt to summon you, I invited him to my friend's wedding.
Good heavens. That's damn good luck.
Oh, jeez.
No better dancer in all Redania than Vladimir von Everec. My ginger
Wedding
muffin.
Crasher 2.
With me, you shall enjoy an evening
Crashing
atop all
ghosts.
others.
Wonderful. I must stop by my home first and change. So, we'll meet at the temple.
Oh, I don't like the sound of that.
Why not?
I'm not fond of temples, see? When alive, I'd only set foot in one to loot it. And in death, I find I despise them all the more. Could we not meet after the ceremony, go straight to the feast?
All right. Seems we've no other option.
Splendid. Then I shall see you at the wedding manor.
I kind of love this. It's pretty sweet.
I must say, Witcher, a man could lose his head for a lass like that. And that comes from none other than Vladimir von Everec, famed for his taste in women. So tell me, honestly now, man to ghost, are you her paramour? For if so, you have my word, I shall keep my distance. But if not, then the haylofts we shall devastate together.
Yeah, I mean,
Let's say we were more than friends, once upon a time.
You tried to hide it, but I smelled a tryst. I know a thing or two about men, you see. A shame, though. I'd have satisfied her well, but no cavalier would rot in another's garden. So, Witcher, time for the wedding?
Let's go.
Onward. I'll be right behind you.
see, it's not my fault because I lost my memory, and then I ended up with the girl who kind of got with me when I'd lost my memory because I'd forgotten I was with someone else. But she's not really that nice. Okay, so which way am I going here? Alright, let's go to a wedding. Reception.
This whole witcher's life, what's it like?
Don't want to know.
Just a walk
Maybe I
there.
didn't. I'd not have asked. Go on, tell me.
You wouldn't like it.
Those signs, I'd like to try one.
What signs?
Your witcher signs. Never done it. Could be interesting.
Rather
Oh,
not waste
boy.
any time.
Till the stroke of midnight, what I would rather is what matters.
So you're gonna like completely wreck this reception? Oh boy. That's not good. That's not good.
I remember that mill. Whenever Olgierd and I got up to mischief, we'd hide out in there. Once, we snuck off with some moonshine. Old cocksucker Yaramir caught us. Those were the days.
No sign of her yet. We need to wait.
This is very romantic.
Fuck off.
Yeah, but it hasn't been the best day for him so far.
Behold, wars have started over uglier wenches. Well, raids have been undertaken at least.
True, she looks lovely. Let's go.
Whoa, hold. You mean to go in wearing that?
Are you gonna make me dress up again?
Have you seen how she's dressed? I'll not parade at that jewel's side in a rank tunic. You need a robe. One daren't attend a wedding in anything less.
Oh, bother.
Happy to have a robe handy.
What do you mean? What about that?
Oh,
I can
no,
spend
we're
enough
not
money
gonna
to
steal.
get a robe. Oh, but he
Come
will.
Now, we're merely borrowing.
Yep.
This'll do wonderfully.
Alright, guess it looks better on than it
Perfect
did on
fit.
the line.
It feels tailor-made. Now for shoes. One must wear shoes to a wedding. And we must be neat.
No! To shave the beard? That ain't right. That ain't right.
May they draw and quarter me if I've ever seen a lovelier lass.
Nothing left of you to draw and quarter, alas.
Doe eyes, a swan's soft supple neck, and a waist so slim you could grip it one-handed.
What really makes it is the glasses,
Actually
though.
quite amusing this way.
Be assured, you'll like me even better when you come to know me more intimately.
It's interesting role-playing as
How
someone, role-playing
intimately?
as
Enough
someone.
to get a sense of my assets, my dear. Trust me, they're nothing to scoff at.
May I please speak to Geralt for a moment?
Whatever for. This evening is about my pleasure, not his.
Just for a moment, then you can jump right back in.
Be quick. I'll not stand here doing naught. I'm to enjoy myself.
Geralt, I'm about to introduce you to the newlyweds. Please make sure your friend doesn't embarrass me.
I can't make him do anything. All that nonsense is his.
I have a feeling this isn't going to go well.
I liked some of that nonsense.
I don't even want to talk about it as
Let's
Geralt.
go to
It's
this
like, nope,
wedding.
let's just get this
The
over
sooner
with.
the ghost has his fun, the sooner this will be over.
Finally, something that's not utter tripe. We shall dance till the break of dawn.
You get till midnight and not a second longer.
That's not enough. I shan't even get properly soused by midnight, let alone...
Make an effort. I'm sure you'll manage. You get to frolic and carouse till midnight. That's our deal. Then there's the capping. Then you go back where you came from.
So be it.
This way, my strawberry.
Jeez. Oh, boy. Alright, well, interestingly enough, I heard that the fight music is actually based on Polish,
Hello,
like, wedding
world,
music,
I'm
so...
back.
Alright.
I'll be damned. A proper wedding. Overladen tables, plenty of worthy drinking companions, and a swarm of fair maids. But none compared to you, my dear rhubarb.
Man. Alright,
Beware
so...
of the dog,
Oh.
Shani. Judging by the size of its house, the mutt must be big as a horse.
Thanks for your concern, but the doghouse is empty.
They let a man-eater like that run free? Have the wedding guests been warned? Seems we are indeed in for a cracking good time.
What a lovely rowan. I remember making necklaces of the fruit when I was a child.
Ah, the berries make for splendid hooch. Olgerd and I brew it in our teething years.
I shall introduce you to the newlyweds now. Try to behave.
For you, my rowan petal, I'd do anything.
Oh boy. Alright, so I think we're going to stop it here.
Time to meet.
And we'll be back and see how badly this reception actually goes. Thanks a lot for watching. Like I said, be sure to go ahead and give me a follow on Twitch at JB's Total Gaming if you want to check this out live or some other stuff. If you're watching this on the VOD. Thanks a lot for watching, and we'll be back to see what happens at this reception. Hopefully you're as interested as I am, and we'll see you guys again soon. Alright, thanks a lot for watching. Bye.